yeah.
This you ain't gonna bust me.
How you, man?
I heard a lot of good things about you.
Okay.
Oh man.
Boy, this engineer right here, true, boy. He just showed me some new stuff about those snares, pimpin'. His name was Will the Weirdo. Will the Weirdo. But man, I didn't know how to take the guy. He was pretty cool though. And then, he showed me in the main room at Patchworks how to mix a snare in multiple ways to where it sounds different each and every time using the EQs on the SSL board. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all guys today. So what we have in front of us right now is the Arturia DrumBrute, this drum machine right here. And it's an analog drum machine with multiple outs. So I mean, I am able to route each individual part into this thing right here, which is the Soundcraft Signature 10, which isn't quite the SSL board, but it still has British EQs that are asymmetrical. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna first set the EQs properly so you can hear it flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna roll the snare. So let's go ahead and do that. And you're gonna hear some white noise because of the drum machine, or pink noise for that. And that's because it's an analog drum machine and you're hearing voltages kind of flutter at a high frequency or a higher amplitude. So now we have the snare here. As you can see, it's pretty dull. I mean, there's things that you could do again with this analog drum machine. This is basically voices that you're seeing right here. So this voice right here is the snare. So the snare is made up of a sine wave and a white noise. Wow. But yeah, you can mess with the snap. The snap puts in more white noise, and you can mess with the decay, which works kind of like release, but it's still decay release, but makes it kind of sharper. And of course the tone. I'll leave it a little lower, the drum tone. So I'm gonna leave the drum tone alone, which is the sine wave itself, the voice of the sine wave. Now we're gonna go and figure out a couple of things with the EQ. And this is where things kind of change up. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to add a high pass filter on it. So I just cut off the lower frequency off top. Now I'm going to dial in some mid. As you can see, it's adding more body. It's eccentrically just having more presence in the overall mix so far, even though there's not much going on. But I'm gonna sweep the frequency, and now you have like a natural snap. Probably gonna I'm gonna dial down the snap delay or whatnot. So I'm gonna go back to the drum machine. Yeah. But now you're seeing, if you're paying attention to how the frequency is being swept here, and if you have a little bit more highs than you want, you can still dial it down up here on the top, at the top end here. I'm just taking advantage of the asymmetrical shape or the bell shape that I am creating with the mid frequency sweep, and that's going to take care of a lot of things here. As you can see, we're halfway there to making a decent trap snare. And of course, the other part would be just having a clap, right? So I'm going to go ahead and unmute the clap. So the next thing I'm going to do that is key to making a trap snare is swinging it. Now, there's automatically a swing button here, but in the DAW or something like that, you probably just move the snare a little behind the clap. And what that will do is that will create that Shawty Redd snap. And the DJ, well, first time I heard was DJ Tone2 and Shawty Redd, but yeah, the traditional trap snare. Then you might want to adjust like the clap and stuff like that. The clap again has like the different decays and stuff. Let's hear that clap solo real quick. So I'm gonna adjust that. Yes, this is quite tedious if you're trying to make a drum kit. I mean, then you'll just go ahead and review it, record it into, you know, either Ableton or FL Studio. And I have, I use Edison and Ableton Live like how I would in FL Studio. So I'm gonna move that over real quick, and then we're gonna go back. Again, you can, you know, mess with the clap, of course, you know, since I have something like reverb routed right here, and, you know, that's how you would route your reverb. I can just go ahead and unmute, and then just go back to the snare. And, you know, I could add the other elements in, like the hi-hats and the kick. There we go. And that's basically about it right there. I mean, for you know, for extra credit, I guess you can, you know, have certain things on deck like this right here, which is a guitar pedal. This guitar pedal in particular is awesome. One of the main things that I really do like about this guitar pedal is the fact that it adds low fidelity, so it just changes the sample rate. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that and just show you. And you can hear it. I'm gonna turn it off. Turn it back on. Messing with the hi-hats right now. The only thing is about that, when you do a lot of bit reduction, you do take away from the wider stereo dynamics of a sound. Even though coming from these particular voices or whatnot, it's not stereo, it's in mono. So you gotta keep that in mind too. That, you know, I'm gonna keep this in context. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's more things you could do with that. If I was to route like the particular snare to, I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug and route the snare. Now, what I'm focusing on now is just, I'm gonna just, bit crushing or bit reducing that snare that I have, the analog snare. And now if I was to add that clap back in or whatnot, now it changes again. But that's just an extra credit right there. That's the main thing about, well, it's kind of a rabbit hole when you're when you're messing with pedals, guitar pedals and whatnot, and expensive one at that. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really just wanted to show that off real quick. You know, a quick video about how to make trap snares, and yeah, show you the tediousness in it. And of course, you know, once you're done with your product or whatnot, you can just go ahead and record it in to your DAW or whatever. Peace. Let me know what you want me to cover next, as far as like making snares, like maybe house or dubstep or something. Anyways, I'm out. Stamp time.
Traptendo.